All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Outside Media coming at you with another video. You know what time it is. Time to bring on that boxing. Today, we're going to be talking about Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, a potential lightweight matchup at 135. Obviously, Devin Haney's, he's going to be fighting George Kambosos for the second time. I thought the first fight was very, one-sided, as everybody else did. I see this fight going maybe a little bit differently. I think George Kambosos makes some adjustments in terms of when he decides to turn it up. I think he'll maybe start off cautious, but towards the end he'll turn it up a bit and maybe still lose a unanimous decision, but it may be closer in terms of I think Devin Haney nearly pitched a shutout in the first fight, but then again I haven't gotten the chance to rewatch it. It's been pretty recent of a fight to rewatch, but Devin Haney, I feel like in terms of a fight with Shakur Stevenson, I think that would be a really interesting fight. Shakur obviously beat Robinson Conceição, and after that he said he wanted Devin Haney because obviously he missed weight and intends to move up to 135, and he wants the big dog at 135, which is undisputed. Devin the Dream Haney. So we'll see what happens. I think that's a fight that'll happen. Not for their next fights. Obviously, Devin Haney's going to have the second Kambosos fight. I don't think it would be the fight after. I don't think it'll be Shakur's fight after. I think that we'll see Shakur kind of, get his feet wet in the 135-pound division. And, if he's able to do something devastating or something impressive that, kind of sends waves throughout the boxing world, I think that, he'll eventually be an undeniable opponent for Devin Haney, and he'll have the shot at 135, being undisputed at that weight class, which would be very impressive. I think that he's probably the most talented fighter in the sport of boxing right now. Probably has the most potential. I always say if you could put stock in a fighter, I'd put it all in Shakur Stevenson because I feel that strongly about his talent. I feel like he's, the best defensive fighter in the sport of boxing, and I think he really adapted that same Mayweather style of hit and not get hit, which is good for the long term of a fighter's career. And I think that he's gonna keep all his faculties and resources. He has the right team behind him, the right trainers. In terms of making weight, I think that he'll be a lot more comfortable at 135, and Devin Haney seems to have the 135 weight cut down to a T, but at the same time we might see Devin Haney move up. So I don't know if we even get this fight, to be honest with you, but I think that it's a fight that would be really interesting for the fans. It would be a very tactical fight in my opinion. I think it goes all 12 rounds, but obviously in the sport of boxing we don't know what's going to happen. So one guy could catch the other with a big shot, and obviously these guys have experience sparring each other. They were granted they were younger kids at the time, but it still happened. They kind of had a good look at each other, and they can kind of gauge, in a sense, what they need to improve. Obviously, they're different fighters now, but I still think that they're definitely going to think about the sparring sessions that they've had. Or I don't even know if it was just one. I just know that one went viral, and I remember watching it a lot. It was interesting. I think that they both had their moments, but they've both grown so much as fighters, so it's going to be an interesting matchup to see. Let me know in the comments who you have, Shakur Stevenson or Devin the Dream Haney, and let me know in what fashion. Is it a knockout or is it a decision, and unanimous or split? So let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Well, that's going to do it for another Outside Media video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to you always.